Hey YouTubers, it's Charlie. This is going to be my Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 3 finale video. They took 2 episodes and jammed them together, so it was a 2-hour finale, but technically it was 2 episodes. So just careful for spoilers, here we go. Instead of doing the normal top 10, I'm just going to do Easter eggs and talk about what I think is going on in Season 4. They did a really good job with the 6-month jump forward of giving you a preview of what Season 4 is going to look like, or what's going to be happening when they first pick up. So basically, Hive is gone. The way they explained it, Brett Dalton's character, the Risen Ward / Hive, is gone, as is Lincoln's character. So Lincoln took one for the team. The way they explained it is that Daisy believed that she was the person that was supposed to be on there. I don't know if that was ever a possibility. I feel like it wasn't. It feels like the way Luke's arc was set up this season is that he has this troubled past. He's trying to do this to be the Jesus of the group. He's taking all the group's sins, as they explained it. He's paying for all our sins. He took all their sins on his shoulders and died, just the way Jesus did. So heavy-handed religious themes, just like Daredevil Season 2. If you haven't watched it yet, Daredevil Season 2 was amazing, but because Catholicism is such a big part of the Matt Murdock character, there are always a lot of heavy-handed religious themes in Daredevil stories. But they also kind of introduced that idea with the plot of the finale, as well as the Yo-Yo character talking about having faith. We salute you, Lincoln Jesus, for taking the warhead in the butt for the team. Humanity thanks you, and Hellfire thanks you for not turning all the women of the earth into people that he doesn't want to have sex with. Maybe we can tweak the formula down the line. The Hellfire character's slowly growing on me. We'll see how much he comes back in Season 4. Most of the Easter eggs in the episode are actually Season 4 Easter eggs, the one that I'm going to be talking about. You all probably spotted Princess Leia Coulson. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope. There's always going to be a lot of Star Wars going on in everything Marvel, in almost anything sci-fi. But far and away, best performance of the episode was this Coulson fake out. It was, very Joss Whedon type moment. Like you remember at the end of Season 1, where Coulson walks in and just liquefies Garrett like it's no big deal. Oh, so that's what it does. So, best performance of the episode, and probably one of the best performances of the entire season. This is like Coulson's killer 5-minute stand-up set. He should have gone on tour in that 6-month period. But we gotta talk about Season 4 Easter eggs. So right off the bat, they jumped 6 months forward. That was intentional. They always do a time jump between seasons of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. They said they decided to do the time jump early just to say, hey, this is what's going to be happening when we pick up in Season 4. So I'm going to describe these Marvel Easter eggs and the beats that they hit using other movies and TV shows that you guys can go watch right now to give you a pretty good idea for where they're taking inspiration for these big story beats. So, number 1, Life Model Decoy, Ex Machina. If you haven't seen Ex Machina, it's a story all about free will, what is humanity, what is evolution, what is consciousness. It's this really amazing movie with amazing actors. Make sure you watch it. So clearly, that's where I think they're headed with this Life Model Decoy arc, where the AI will attain a certain level of consciousness, Vision style, and the season will explore what it means to be human. And from a comic book perspective, if you don't know anything about Life Model Decoys, most people just know them from the movies because of that Robert Downey Jr. joke. Life Model Decoys are actually a creation of the comics. They debuted in 1965 in Strange Tales number 135. Nick Fury creates a bunch of Life Model Decoys through S.H.I.E.L.D., so they go way, way back. They use them in a really interesting twist during the original Sin storyline. That was a big Nick Fury storyline. It was an 8-part series. You can get away with just reading the 8 issues of that. You don't have to read the tie-ins. But it's all about Nick Fury investigating the death of the Watcher. But there's a huge Life Model Decoy twist in it relative to Nick Fury that goes back to the 1960s. They do a really interesting way of invoking Marvel history in it. On the other side of that, you have Skye's storyline, who now looks like she's on the run. She's doing the Mr. Robot thing, where she's sticking it to the man, like tearing down banks, trying to help people, but she's not part of a big organization. She's left S.H.I.E.L.D., so Coulson's trying to bring her in because she's very powerful. Coulson, on the other hand, is operating a lot like Iron Man is at the end of Captain America Civil War. So careful for spoilers from Captain America Civil War. I judge you for not having seen it if you haven't seen it yet. Go see it right now. But Coulson is operating under another director, so he's no longer director of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'll be interested to see who that person is. It could be someone that we've seen before, it could be somebody totally new. But I think he's going to get to have a lot more fun now that he's not the director of S.H.I.E.L.D. anymore. He gets to be the Coulson that you remember from the movies, the guy who's just going all over the place, tracking people down, getting to have all the fun. So he's not stuck in an office. So the homework list for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 4 is watching Ex Machina, Mr. Robot Season 1, Season 2 should be out pretty soon too, and reading Marvel's Original Sin. But the Daisy stuff, it's not totally clear who this little girl is, who her father was that Daisy made the promise to help out, to help their family. Very clearly, she's operating like she was pre-season 1 before Coulson took her into S.H.I.E.L.D., where she's trying to help people, but she's doing it by herself in isolation. Her powers are a little bit stronger. That actually looks like the Smallville takeoff. When they had Clark fly on Smallville for the first time, the special effects for that looked very similar to what Daisy's doing right now. But no, she cannot fly. She can just jump really high. So think Superman leaping tall buildings in a single bound. But that's pretty much it. I think they have some good things going into season 4. It should be pretty exciting. I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to do videos for it, but I'll at least do videos for the first couple of episodes. I know a lot of you guys freaked out when I was like, maybe I might stop doing videos for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. just due to a lack of interest, but that's never really a thing until it actually happens. Like if we get to next season and I make a video for it, then I'm still making videos for it. I don't know when they're going to be dropping footage for season 4. It might be Comic-Con, it might be the end of the summer, but if you're wondering, Kevin Feige did say that they're still planning on doing an Inhumans movie way down the road. They're just waiting for the right story. That just means that it's not a big priority right now. So there is still Inhuman stuff happening in the movies, meaning that the royal family is probably still off limits for the TV show. But let me know, what did you guys think of the finale? And are you excited, based on that teaser from the end, all the life model decoy stuff, are you excited for season 4? You may have seen on social media the actress that plays Daisy, Chloe Bennett. She seems like a totally cool person, but she said she feels like Marvel, from a corporate perspective, the film guys are treating the TV people like redheaded stepchildren. And then on a corporate level, Marvel doesn't really care about this shared universe that the movies and the TV shows exist in. She's not totally wrong, but I did think it was kind of funny that she was coming out and saying like, hey, movie people, pay attention to us more. So it remains to be seen how the TV shows are going to work with the movies going forward. But for the most part, it's a one-way relationship where the TV shows acknowledge what's going on in the movies, but the movies don't necessarily acknowledge what's going on in the TV shows. Don't expect that to change anytime soon. But there's a new episode of Arrow tonight. There is a finale for Legends of Tomorrow, so I'll talk about DC stuff when I post my Arrow video tonight, just to keep them both separate. So Arrow video posting later tonight. While you guys wait for my life model decoy to post that video tonight, you can click here for all my Captain America Civil War Easter eggs, and you can click here to learn about what's going on with that next Spider-Man movie. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Let's high five. I'll see you guys tonight.